Conspiracy Sisters. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Tiffany.
Today we're doing some very creepy conspiracies with really bone-chilling evidence.
So my conspiracy today will be about Avril Lavigne is actually dead. So how the theory goes is that Avril Lavigne was on top of the world. She was selling labels. She was selling, well, not labels. She was selling albums and songs at a ridiculous rate. So as the theory goes, well, it's not really a theory, it's a fact. Avril got so popular that, well, which comes with popularity is, well, paparazzi and cameras and being in the public's eye. So basically what Avril did at this time is she hired a double. What a double is someone who kind of takes your place when you want to go out somewhere, and it kind of distracts the public from the real you and goes after the fake you. So basically how this conspiracy went is that after Avril's grandfather passed away, as most of her fans know, she went extremely depressed. And as anyone goes, she was very upset and sad about this. I mean, who wouldn't be? So basically, as the conspiracy goes, she couldn't handle the stress and ended up killing herself. How the rest of the theory goes is that her body double, or Melissa, took her place as soon as the label got the information that she had killed herself. So basically, as this went on, Melissa became the new Avril, and everyone kind of believed it. But what I see is that there are many differences between the old Avril and the new Avril, especially in the face. Of course, there are surgeries that you can get to remove birthmarks, but the ones that are missing on Avril's face now are not something that can just disappear. I mean, it can, but wouldn't we know if she went under the knife or had surgery? And then another thing that makes me suspect this even more is that look at her songs. Back in the day, she wrote about partying and all that, and now it's all about this cutesy act that she puts on in front of everyone. And I know, like, people do change their music styles, but how'd she go from this punk rock girl to this cutesy act? Maybe Melissa is now Avril.
The second conspiracy is about Albert Fish. Albert Fish was an American serial killer. He was also known as the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria, the Brooklyn Vampire, the Moon Maniac, and the Boogeyman. A child rapist and a cannibal, he boasted that he had children in every state. And one time he stated the number was about 100. However, it is not known whether he was referring to rapes or cannibalization. Nor is it known that the statement was true. He was suspected in at least 5 murders during his lifetime. Fish confessed to 3 murders. The police were able to trace a known homicide. He confessed to stabbing at least 2 other people. He was put on trial for kidnapping and a murder of Grace Budd, a little girl by maybe the age of 7. He was convicted and executed by an electric chair. He got the trust of these little girls' mothers and fathers, and then when he babysat them, he killed them and ate them. You see, in Willows of Wisteria, if you play it forwards, it's creepy, but if you play it backwards, it's a darker message. When you play it backwards, you hear the last passage of his diary. Warning, this is very detailed and bad language. I choked her to death, then cut her into small pieces so that I could take my meat to my rooms. Cooked it, then ate it. How her sweet tender ass was roasted in the oven. It took me 9 days to eat her entire body. I didn't seduce her, though. She died a virgin. Those were his last words in his diary before he died. A bit bone-chilling, right? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our conspiracies.
Well, goodbye or keep your children. We hope you come back.